Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. Jack Dempsey, the man.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
You can tell both of these fighters are facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. This fight has a real good flow to it. The straight right just misses. When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
You got to swarm on your case. You know you got to fight. You got to hold. You got to tie him up. You got to lean on him when he come in until the referee makes you break up. But keep your hands high because I will keep punching until that referee said stop.
Good body shot. Straight right hand to the stomach. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. The left jab is landing at will. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. And he scores with the counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Dempsey in that last. And there's the bell for round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Dempsey. There's the bell to start round 3. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. punching. Covering up, trying to work some defense here. There's a counter shot. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
How about that time counter shot? That jab gets blocked. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Dempsey in that. Back at it in round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And, whoa, wait a minute. Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend? Frazier finally answering back.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A perfect counter shot. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what...
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. Oh, no. Down goes Jack Dempsey. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
Where did... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your Eagles...
Whoa, Johnny! Jack Dempsey, oh boy, in trouble! And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
counter lands. A straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punched. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Dempsey. There's the bell for round 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. They're both hold that thought. The great heavyweight champion just got clipped. And Dempsey goes down. As we take another look, you can see it. The body shot was pitch perfect, and it won him the fight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come to me.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Jack Dempsey. Oh, boy, in trouble. Down goes Jack Dempsey. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Oh, no, Dempsey is hurt. Let's talk about Dempsey. Round 7, here we go. Time they throw a shot, they get counted. Hold that thought. Is Frazier in trouble? Down goes Joe Frazier. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, you've got away with it. You can do it again.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing.
Oh, my God, Johnny! The great heavyweight... He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want
very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Both men were not. There's the bell to start round 8. Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we going to see here?
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
Well done with that counter shot. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Oh no, Dempsey is hurt. And Dempsey goes down. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
You've got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
The stamina is off the charts. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. And that's it.
Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESBC. Beat them neatly. Titles of ever in dispute. Ding ding. Step in the ring and swing left, right. Man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No, but ping. We bring man right.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me this.
He is Dr. Steelhammer, Vladimir Klitschko. The 1996 Olympic gold medalist makes his way to the ring. If you were to sculpt your perfect heavyweight champion, this might be what he looks like.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. Good hook to the body. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. Straight right, just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Just back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus.
Keep smart. Good work out there. The job's working, man.
It's off. Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Do not worry about it, kid. You've been coasting this fight, and now you're going to let him get back.
But you're still landing power shots.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. These punches coming from every angle. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut doesn't get through. When you're facing a longer opponent like this, you've got to get inside.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Needs a knockout with that.
There's the bell to start round three. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. You can't score with that uppercut. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Catch and shoot. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty out. And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. He threw a punch and just got countered. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
And he misses with the left uppercut. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Beautiful counter punch. Prevents that left uppercut from scoring. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it? When are we going to see a jab from these two? Perfect counter lands. punch caught him clean. Talk about a one. Here we go in the 6th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after? Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Need to pick things up here in the 2nd half of the round.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice job blocking the left hook. Men step back for just a moment. There's a counter shot. Good punch. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Klitschko in that back. And there's the bell for round 7. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
One punch could end this fight for either of these 2 heavyweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. They are not gonna let this one go to the judges. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just misses with that uppercut. This is the heavyweight division. Did you see that? Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The momentum. And we enter the 8th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Right uppercut can't find a home. Good counter punching. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And still one.
He did not take that well at all, Klitschko. No surprise.
That you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands?
I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the Easton Assad. A lot of pre-match. Facing Joe Frazier, who won gold at the '64 Olympic Games. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Good job stopping that uppercut. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
An uppercut does not score. Swing and a miss with the left hook. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. They exchange punches. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
If you fight the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Beautiful counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Listen, you've switched up. What do you do? You've done all that work all the way.
3 shots. Keep smart. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there.
Buddy, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. You've done all that work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your boxing back together. You've complete.
Go out there and finish him. Just the same again. Don't change.
Here we go. It's round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
You cannot beat a good old-fashioned long jab. Nobody can get past that. This fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Not a lot of defense here at all. They both want a highlight reel knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice defense on that jab. The straight right just misses. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage.
Calm yourself down.
On to the fourth we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. A perfect counter shot. The straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter shot. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he throws you down.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice job to block that uppercut. Tried to score with the uppercut. A perfect counter lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What would you tell this guy he's got? Here's the bell to start round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Punch caught him clean. How about that time counter shot? Counter shot lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. This is the beginning of round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Tried to land. Where did that come from? Down they go. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then you continue.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, you've got away with it. You can do it again.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Good counter punching. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he misses with that jab. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
Let's reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out there and win the next one.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. The jab's working nice.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. You've been coasted.
Focus.
Here comes round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That jab misses. It's all offense all the time. Those counter punches have to hurt. Hold it right there. Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're okay.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Holmes in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Great round. Now, relax. Good work. You're thinking.
There's the bell to start round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
The only fear you have with this fight... Hold that thought! Well, the Eastern Assassin in some trouble here. So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit...